What's going on, guys? It's DFS Simplified. I'm back.
It's good to be transparent. At H&R Block, you know the price before you begin. Makes things crystal.
Just gonna let the room populate a little bit. And I'm gonna jump right into it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I got a lot going on this Sunday. It's my first free day in a while. Just getting my strength back. First day I got free in a long time. I've been working. I'm 3 12-hour shifts. No joke, man. Them shits put you down for a day, but it's not gonna put me down today. I'm about to jump up, clean up, do some laundry, and get back to reality. You know? So that's what it's about. Um, let's get right into it though. Um, how many games is it? 8 games, I think. This one light work though. I like this slate. I like this slate quite a bit. I anticipate some news to drop that's gonna make it a stars and scrubs kind of slate where people are pissed off when they have a bunch of Hardens in their lineups or Lucas, the Bradley Bills, um, and then they got a bunch of scrubs. One or two might go off. But if all your scrubs don't go off, plus your pay up don't go off, you in trouble when you play against me. Because my type of stock different. You never heard of it. It's called low risk, high reward. You know what I'm saying? The type of stock that I recommend is low risk, high reward. So while you want these high risk, high reward, chalky ass stars and scrubs, I'm looking for the low risk, high reward players that won't put me on my ass, but definitely got the potential to put me to that 375 that y'all see me boasting on what you call it on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen every night. Let me tell y'all something. Another thing, because I love y'all so much, right? When you bet on this thing, you cannot get carried away, or you will lose money. Me, I used to bet. I mean, I was always trying to find an edge, how to come ahead. But my new thing is, I would bet anywhere from. I'm not gonna say how much money I bet because I stop people start. I learned from doing these live streams that people really start clocking you and shit. But I bet the same amount of money every day. I enter the same contest every day. Okay, you see that 370 something that I hit 2 days ago? I would have to lose at least 15 days the way I bet to be in a negative, and I don't lose 15 days. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about giving you these near 400 point lineups. It's about bet consistently. Don't think, oh, I won 300. Now I'm going to bet 200. Now you lose the 200. You really only won 100. But if you bet, say, $20 and you won 200, you got to lose 10 days. You got to lose 10 days to lose that 200. So say you lose 2 days and then you win 2 days in a row again. Now your 200 might be 325. By the end of the month, you look at it, you up 1,500. Just betting $20 a night. You understand what I'm saying? So find contests that you like, contests that you think you're comfortable with, that you're successful at, and bet consistently, guys. Bet don't get carried away with your big wins because you will be very disappointed with your big losses. You want to be able to take a loss like, damn, all right, tomorrow we're gonna get it with a big smile on your face. You don't want to take a loss that's gonna sink you like, damn, I won all that money yesterday. Now I can't even feel good about it because I just threw it all away. Nah, that's not betting, man. And if you betting like that, you like me at the casino, you got a problem. You know what I mean? You chasing something that's never gonna come to you. So I'm here to help you guys, not just with lineups, but with betting strategies. And you know, I used to tell people the best contest to enter, but if I'm gonna be out here giving you my secrets, I can't tell you the contest that I'm in as well. Because at the end of the day, your money and my money is combined in a pot, and the best player wins. So I can't tell you the pot that I'm cooking in. Because then either you're going to take my money or I'm going to take your money. And we a crew. So we want to go out there like soldiers and get these sharks. We don't want to get each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get each other. We want to get them. So go out there, find a contest that you like. Don't ask me what contest I'm in. I get that question a lot. Please don't ask me that. I'm not gonna tell you the pot and pool to come in. Let's go up. Because if that's the case, I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm in this contest. Come play me, and I'm gonna keep all my gems to myself. But I don't want to do that. I want to give out knowledge and proliferate good knowledge. They say, you know what I mean? Give out good knowledge that we could take down some of these so-called best players. One of my YouTube followers said, yo, I suggest don't go in this and that contest. Meanwhile, I'm in that contest. At the end of the night, I have to screenshot. I'm like, yo, look, what you talking about? All these players are below me, bro. I'm not scared of those guys. Those guys got 150 plus lineups, and they scrambling through different contests. A lot of them in the contest I'm in, you might be only play one. So they got to give me one out of 150, and that better be the best one out of their 150, because I'm coming with the best one out of my two. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not scared of no top rank roto nothing, because I beat those guys on a consistent basis. Real shit. All right. So let's get into the slate, man. I had to drop a nice little dime on y'all, let y'all get y'all some knowledge, let y'all know how this DFS shit work before we do anything, because it's real like that. All right. Boston versus. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. See what y'all talking about. What up, bro? Christopher Nolan. Long time no see. How you, man? On the plane, about to get back to this money, but I had to drop by and show love. Yo, Terrence, when you come back, hit me, man. Let's chop it up. Let's get this. Let's get this chicken. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Otis. I appreciate you. I'm the men cash king. Sick of it. Looking forward to getting some help in there. Listen, it's not a race. It's a marathon. Let's get to the money, man. Let's get back to it. Let's do it right now. Let's get right to it. Boston versus OKC on the Boston side. For point guard, I'm looking at Marcus Smart, 6,600. I definitely want some exposure to that. Um, definitely want some exposure to that. You see, he had a 5 for 15 game. He had a couple, and that's the thing. I'm looking at these two games. This 5 for 15 game, he went 0 for 5 from downtown. He only got 25. This 5 for 15 game, he went 4 for 14 from downtown. He had 47. One game, he had 10 assists. All right. Then we look at this game. He went 9 for 23. He got to 40. So I need 40 from him tonight. I'm just analyzing his last few games and whatnot. And this is a guy that will get you there. His team is deprived. 4 out of the last 5, he's got you there. We really need better assist numbers from a point blank period. Um, Utah is a team that played better. I mean, Utah suck at the point guard, but they play a decent team defense and they slow the game down. OKC, um, just in the middle of the pack of everything. Let me pull up some of my resources that I like to use for this. NBA teams by defense. Let's see what we got here now. This is one of my favorite things to look at when I'm looking at teams. So we see that OKC. Sorry, we see that OKC is probably one of the better defensive teams, right? And a lot of people like these deep VP. I've been using them in the past, defense by position. I don't really pull up those charts anymore because a lot of them are available on some of these DFS sites. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't go to any of these people's sites anymore at all. I used to go for like DVPs, and I don't go to these sites no more at all. I don't want no information from that. I feel like I need to protect my energy from that. You understand? I don't go to any of these sites anymore. If it's not NBA.com, Draftkings.com, I don't go. I have enough knowledge in my head that I could consistently bust these fools' ass. I'm not going on Roto DVP. I'm not interested. All right, that's just me. Again, everybody got a different way of it. I'm not going on no. I don't go to no YouTube shows. I don't go to these people shows. I do my own thing. I stay in my own lane, and I've been enjoying more success this year. I don't comment on anybody no more. I don't call nobody name. I don't even know what they got going on because I don't go on their page. I don't know what's happening with them. I just know that some of their followers might hit me up and say, "Oh, yo, bro, I've been losing. I'm paying, and every time I pay, I lose." And I say, "All right, listen, don't tell me about that, but tell me about. I can tell you what I can do for you." And then they enjoy success subsequently. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't go on these people page anymore. But nonetheless, OKC top 10 def. Oh, I'm bugging. I gotta go in the last recent games. We don't want the whole season. We want like the last 6 games to get a feel of what's going on now. Okay. Grizzlies has been busting ass. they're up there in the last 6 games. I'm surprised that I told um, there's a couple people that I really talk DFS intensely. And St. Case one, and I tell them, listen, don't play players against the Grizzlies. We had a long talk about this AD game. I'm like, yo, listen, you bugging. Not against the Grizzlies. I just not the not AD. Who was playing the Grizzlies? I think it was like Trey Young and them. I'm like, listen, anybody playing the Grizzlies, I shy away from that game. Anybody playing the Bucks, I shy away from that game. Lakers, same thing. Clippers, same thing. Dallas with point guards, especially, same thing. These teams are playing too good defense, and the game get real awry. I don't like it. It's not good for DFS. So I try to stay away unless I really like something. Okay. So right now we're looking for OKC. They're in the oh no, now they. So recently they haven't been. They've been in the middle of the pack. OKC have been in the middle of the pack recently. Um, in 22 minutes, he only had 17, but he only took 5 shots. So if he took 5 shots and he got to 17, we see that he got a lot of steals. So steals kind of saved that day for him. He's a defensive guy. In the last 10 games, he had to steal 9 out of the last 10 games. So we could rely on him getting some defensive numbers. He's at home. His home and away split shows that he's much better player at home. Okay, the game in Cleveland, he was in Cleveland. So now he's back at home. His team is very short. We need about 40 from him. Assist numbers kind of dipped the last couple of games, but what I really like the most and what I look for in these players are he's shooting 23 shots a game, 15 of them are 3 pointers. Okay, he's getting to 40 with only 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal. So these numbers here is enough for me to say Marcus Smart is a decent player. I got some interest in him today. The fact that he's shooting 20 shots, you're getting to the line 6 to 8 times, you still got more potential of your potential. He's not known for his court vision and stuff, but he's been improving, I would say, this year. He got 10, 7, 9, 10 assists in the last couple of games, so I don't see why he shouldn't be able to get back to that Marcus Smart we know. I do see why, though. A lot of these numbers we see here with the high assist numbers are due to Kemba Walker. I forgot. Kemba Walker's been out, and Kemba Walker is back, okay? So his assist numbers might be up. And this might be the guy we need to consider. In 30 minutes, he dropped 35. The team is deprived. He was on a minute restriction, they said, at about 26 minutes. And he still goes a point per minute. In 23 minutes, he got to 29. So if you give this guy 40 minutes, I know he can make value. And we know that he got some upside, too. He'll touch that 50 and 60 on a deprived team when he's just jacking up 23, 24 shots. Last game, in only 27 minutes, he still got up 17 shots. And he didn't do too bad. He got his assist numbers. His shooting just sucked. I think he can shoot a little better than that, go a little more than 1 for 7 from downtown. So it just depends on how many minutes. If his minute restrictions is lifted, um, I wouldn't play Marcus Smart because then we can't really rely on those super assist numbers that we want. But if he's still restricted, just the fact that he's back makes the team not as short. I mean, they're still short with no Jalen Brown, so Marcus Smart's still getting minutes regardless. He's still gonna get how many minutes he got that last game? Almost 40 minutes in the close game. So I think Marcus Smart should be okay. We just don't might not have to rely on his assist numbers that much, which can be a little scary. But if he's gonna get mid 20s and scoring 25 points and some blocks, some steals, couple rebounds, and some assists in there, fill up the stat sheet like we know he can, then he should be in a good spot. And then Hayward is probable now. So I want no Marcus Smart. You understand what I'm saying? The usage is not there, and Marcus Smart. I need with high usage. The only person that's out now is Jalen Brown, which means to me that Marcus Smart price has inflated. Kemba Walker's decent price now. Tatum for 9,500 with Hayward, I feel like that's just too much. Hayward at 6,800 might be a decent play, but the game that he went down, um, it was halftime. He was good before he so-called got hurt, and he didn't do anything. And I'm just not interested. So I'll probably just stay away from this game. There's too many juicy news in this slate. Too many opportunity to really get on. I'll probably say stay away from Boston. Now that I broke it down, this is why I do better when I break it down because I get to see in depth things that I'm not seeing when I'm just picking players. When I come on here and chop it up with you guys, I get to see these things a little more clearly. So I'll probably shy away from Celtics players here. Let's check out OKC. Chris Paul, 7,500. You could arguably say it's a good defense that he's playing. I mean, he played them before in 32 minutes. He got to 38. Low 40s is what we need from him. And he got some 51-point jump. People are big on recency bias in the DFS community. So I say that to say that, they're gonna see this recent game and his ownership might get a little ballooned. I don't see that he does this consistently enough for me to jump on it. It's a three-headed monster between him, Dennis, and Shy Gilgis Alexandria. I feel like any of the three can have their day to do something, and I'm not gonna guess which one is gonna be today. All three are good plays. Boston at home, slowing down the game, playing decent defense, getting back healthy. It might be something that you just don't want to mess with. Gallinari has been enjoying some decent games. He's been pretty up and down. He'll give you 6 times value, then 23. 6 times value, then 27. And then the matchup is not the best of matchups, so I don't say I love it there, okay? Um, Going back to Boston real quick, my probably favorite Boston player might be Dice again. I always like Dice. OKC has been giving it up to centers quite a bit. Steven Adams just getting old, I guess. I don't know. He's starting to just not be as that Steven Adams that we knew from the past. And people like Dice already went there in 30 minutes and got to 36. That's 7 times value. 2 out of the last 4 games, out of the last 10 games, I want to say about 30% of the time he'll get you there. But this guy here can do it all. He'll get you the rebounds. He'll score a little bit. Now, this Cleveland game was just weird altogether. But if you tell me I got a decent floor 25 and I got a ceiling of 36, I might take a risk. Not on a slate like this because I see some juicy ass value. But if I had to pick one Celtic today, it'll be Dice for sure. What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about? Smart at home today is a lot for you. Let's get this money. That's what I'm here for. Love hearing you chop it up. Remind me of me and my boys chopping up back in the day. Sure thing, man. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't understand the reason that no matter how pissed I get and in my feelings and shit, I always come back on here because it's a certain fan base that could relate to a person like me. They understand people like me better. You understand what I'm saying? We more relatable. I'm more relatable to a certain audience, and that's who I gotta do it for them type of people. What I missed, not much. We still on the first game. Bledsoe Middleton, bang bang lock. That's a fact. That's a Fendi. That's a Fendi fact, my guy. Good call on Smart. Nice breakdown. Yeah, man. Smart initially had my attention, but I gotta look forward. Phoenix versus Milwaukee on the Phoenix side. Aaron Baines. Um, when Giannis plays, Milwaukee is normally a team to stay away from centers. When he does not play, I don't know. Okay, I can look at these people's sheets and give you information, but I don't go to their sites and I don't rely on their sheets. I don't even trust nothing that they put out on the internet. A lot of these so-called resources, I don't trust. I don't trust it, so I'm not going to use it. And I'm gonna say Aaron Baines just went off for 70. People might want to chase that, but understand what happened here. He had a career game. Okay. Now we've seen. I've had. Listen, Aaron Baines, and I was mad that I wasn't. He was part of that 400 lineup that I almost hit, but um, I'm a little bit disappointed I didn't go 100%. I got talked off for him a little bit, but I've been winning money with this guy not just yesterday, the day before, when Aiton was suspended. This guy was coming through consistently, 30s, 40s. This is not like something new for him. Okay, not 70 is new. I've never seen him hit that, but I've seen him hit a couple of 50 bombs and 40s. Aaron Bain was born in this shit. If we go back, before he got hurt, let me see his split. If we go back before he got hurt, he was balling. Aaron Bain's been had a decent year. This is not like something out the blue. Nah, Aaron Bain's been balling this shit. It's just that he hit y'all with the Roy Jones feature, like boop boop. Y'all must have forgot. He came out hit y'all with a 70 bomb, and I was a part of it. I've been going to this guy all year, man. And he's been rewarding me. Same situation, no Aiton, no Giannis. So I think this game kind of stay a little bit competitive. If he's going to be coming out like this, trying to win games and not tank and be um, for his team, I mean, Lopez is pretty good, yes, but I'm gonna say, yeah, play this guy. Again, Whiteside is known to have centers go and run it up on him. he can block shots and all that, but his footwork is kind of slow, arguably. And guys run circles around him. Now, with that being said, he went 9 for 14 from downtown. He's a big. He's not going to consistently do that. 16 rebound for him is not impossible, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we look here, he only played 16 minutes and he got 8 rebounds, okay? And we look at his numbers, he's been a point per minute kind of guy. 11 minutes, 11 points, 13, 11, 12, 10, 16, 21. Chicago 13-5. You have a good game. 11-9. So arguably a point per minute, not quite. But what I'm saying is, don't rely on these kind of numbers. 40 points, or whatever. From him on every night. Curb your enthusiasm a little bit. I wouldn't say he's a lock. He's a good play for 5K with no Kaminsky, no Aiton. Getting a center that you're gonna get 30 plus minutes out of him, nearly 40 minutes in the game. I think it's a decent play. You could probably try to go back there. Me personally, I like some other centers on this slate. I'm not in the chase business today with that, but I'll try. I got 3 lineups right now that I'm looking at. I might settle down with 2, only because the contests are not that great. So with 3 lineups, I don't have a lot of place to bet them. I'm a big on the multipliers, and I don't like what I see from them today. So I entered some last night, hoping they'll fill up and refresh today, so I could jump in a couple more. But it's like the same contest, and I'm not gonna throw 3 lineups out there if I don't have any way to bet them. So I might just settle down for 2 today. Um, and I don't know if Aaron Baines will make one of the 2. He might. It just depends on how fair the end of the breakdown. But he's definitely in consideration. Gotta look at some Devin Booker right here. Um, One thing that makes the Bucks, again, when I look at my chart here, I say please don't challenge the Bucks. They're the best defense in basketball. But one thing that makes them a very good defense is how long Giannis is himself. So when you got Giannis, Middleton, and Lopez as your front court, you're not getting much in the paint. And we see that LeBron had to really exert himself. He worked hard for a lot of that, but AD had a hard time early in the first half. Yeah, he got foul trouble. In the second half, I guess they kind of picked it up or whatever. But they're long. They're long down there. Okay. Now today, you take out Giannis. That's a lot of length that you're missing in the interior. So what are you gonna do now? You're gonna attack them, or they're still a good defense. I personally think one person, yes, can make a big difference because I've seen them get blown out on national TV with no Giannis against Indiana already this year. So I don't love them without Giannis, and without Giannis, I don't think it's the same team by any means. It's a different approach. But Devin Booker is in play, to say the least, against these guys. In 33 minutes, he already put up 48 points. He was part of that lineup the other day that took me to 50. It took me almost to 400. I don't see why not. If he's going to get 20 shots and his assist numbers double digits back to back, that means that he's taking some of the ball sharing responsibilities from Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio, don't get it twisted, still got his double digits. But the fact that Booker had more assists than him makes me feel like Booker's on the ball now. It's Booker. And a lot of those assists may have came from those 3 pointers that Baines hit on the pick and roll or whatever. So it could be a little bit inflated, and Baines will have to do something like that again. But Booker might just really exert himself, and they don't have that length. And Lopez got more pressure now to try to protect the paint without that backup support of Giannis down there. He might get to the line a little more. Little things like that I see. So I really like Booker today. I always like Rubio for 6 anything. Rubio against Bledsoe, who got eaten up, looking stupid out there. That Bledsoe was looking so stupid against the Lakers. I was like, damn, Bledsoe sucks. They need Brogdon back. So Rubio, Booker, definitely show some love there. And then these backup guys, just be careful. A slate like today, I don't even want to mention any of those guys. Bridges for 5K. Consider some of that. All right, these guys are getting mega minutes. The team needs them. Right? He's only taking 10 shots, so I don't love that. And what I don't love about him, he had to scrap for his just to get to 33, which is really the minimum of what I like. I'm looking for some 7, 8, 9 times upside, and just to get there, I had to get some defensive numbers out of him. I had to get some rebounds, and still Milwaukee, a long team, still without Giannis, so the rebounds might not be there for him. He had to shoot 70%, and he barely just got to 33. So things like that I'll look at. I mean, 30 minutes against them, he only had 21, but he's a decent play. Just doesn't scream at me when I'm looking at how he gets to his numbers when he does get them, right? And then some Saric, fine. Some people love Saric. I don't love Saric all the time. I remember when he first came back and got his first start, he was chalk as hell. I think it was this Detroit game. He was or Uber chalk. He dropped a nice 16 bomb. People were pretty disappointed. But then last couple games, again, the Suns just played a perfect game. Portland gave it up to them. I don't think Milwaukee's going to give it to them similar. People might get carried away thinking it's going to be a similar game and end up falling on their face. So just be careful with this game right here. Don't get too carried away. But look for there's some good gems there. I would say Booker, Rubio, Baines. Um, that's about it for that side of the ball, right? When it comes to Milwaukee today, Giannis is doubtful. Okay, I've seen Giannis go from doubtful to play, just for the record, but he's doubtful, and he had an MRI. So the way that they dominating shit right now, I would say just count on him being out. With that being said, all right, against Ricky Rubio defense, 5K Bledsoe is too cheap. All right? He's averaging 6 times that on the entire season with Giannis, and he sucks. Don't get me wrong, I don't love him. Something like I told if you follow me for a while, my success came after a famous tweet. Well, it's famous to me because it was a day when I sat at my house. I've been losing. I said to a couple of my followers, I said, yo, listen, I'm switching my style up. I'm not losing like this no more. And ever since that day, I've been on fire for Wago. So a play like this is what I mean. Like certain play, you can't look at certain players. I know are bums, but that you just got to play them certain times. You know what I mean? And ever since then, I won money with Beal, Jokic, Aldridge, because I know when I just got to feel it. If I feel it, I'm gonna play it. But tonight is a no brainer. You're gonna see 8 game slate, 95% owned type of shit. In 31 games, he already got just to 30. I think today he's gonna go up. Um, when we let's see an easy matchup that he's had some tough matchup. But look, Detroit, right? Just 27 minutes, he got to 40. This shit is gonna take off today, man. This is gonna take off today. I don't see any avenue for him not having at least a 6 times value. And if he fails, it sucks. And the fact that he's 5K, if he fails, he won't sink my lineup anyway, right? He's 5K. The type of fucking um firepower that I'm coming with outside of this game is what's gonna win. This game right here is gonna be chalky. This team's gonna be chalky, so it's just like free squares on the block. Assuming everybody else got that 2 plays, and if you fade these guys, you better have the top everything in your lineup because these guys got potential for 9, 10 times value. He could put up 50 tonight for 5K, and if you don't got him, you're too out the money. So I wouldn't recommend getting cute tonight. All right, it's just that simple. And then we look at these guys here, DeVincencio. He got some hops. He can get you to 40 with Giannis. It's just that he's too iffy for me. Even days when Giannis sits, sometimes he doesn't make it. It's a whole different game plan. It's not the same. You got to understand Giannis takes a lot of attention. So now that Giannis not there, teams can play these guys regular. Um, I don't feel like you want to really get crazy and start looking at some Wesley Matthews. Now, Wesley Matthews been balling. Don't get me wrong. He had a couple games under 20s. He might be sneaky if you're looking for something like min price. You just got 3,200 left. You need to just fill it in. Fuck, throw him in there. Why not? You got people like Dellavedova. Throw them in there. What the fuck? Okay. Now, if I realize Delly's role, and I knew his team was deprived, and I've been big on this and Sexton been coming through. But being at work, it's not until I'm driving home last night and I'm like, oh shit, I missed Dellavedova this whole weekend, yo. This whole couple games, I missed some good games from Dellavedova, man. And it was right in my favor. If I'd have broke down these slates, that'd have been easy money. But I ain't mad. I'm here now. I'm here now. Um. So Connaughton, these guys, it's just opportunists. We call them, right? Middleton, 6,500. That's the lowest he's been in a long time. I don't know if Draftkings didn't get the memo, but look, this with Giannis, this guy was 8K, 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 8K. Now he's 6,500. The lowest he's been in 32 minutes. He already put up 46 against this team. Like, lock him in. Lock him the hell in there. All right. And then from there, you want to see what else you want to shop with. Some people might say Ilyasova is a lot. Go for you're just going to be thinking of past times when these guys sit, Ilyasovos pick up the slack. But there's a new guy in town that we're not considering, and we need to. His name is Marvin Williams. He's been getting more minutes than Ilyasova, so he's probably up there in ranks as far as who's gonna get more minutes and usage. So before you get carried away with Ilyasova, just realize Marvin Williams wasn't there for a good time of the season. Now that he is there, how does he affect Ilyasova? Okay, and then Brook Lopez with 4,600. Just too cheap. In 32 minutes, he dropped 42. But the reason I'm not gonna say just too cheap is because Baines can play decent defense. But Whiteside went off against. But Whiteside can go off against anybody. To be honest, so Brook Lopez, he's not a good rebounder. Um, so when his points are not in the 20s, he don't really hit value. But he can get points in the 20s, and he's only 4K. I mean, I think I had him in one lineup, and I might keep him there. I might not. Honestly, I might not play Brook. I feel like he might be a little over owned, and I don't really think that the output could be there. I don't see an avenue for Brook Lopez really going off. He's not his value comes off of playing the perimeter. If you watch a lot of Bucks game, Giannis is really the center. They use him as the big, and these guys will play the perimeter, hit threes. Like you look at his shots attempts, 4 out of 5 3-pointers, 5 out of 6 3-pointers. I don't know. This game here they were losing, so they probably just tried everything they fucking can. Miami routed their ass. 5 out of 11 3-pointers. So there's a lot of like his shots are 3-pointers. And look at his rebound number. He's a center. He's getting like 2 to 7 rebounds a game. Like, come on, like he just doesn't. I don't. I mean, yeah, you got some 30-point upsides and shit with Giannis and shit, but it just doesn't scream any kind of confidence in me. But like I said, he's in one of my lineups right now as I'm talking to you. So don't let me sit here and say it's a bad play. It's just that I don't. It's not a great play that I really love. You know? That's how I feel about that game, man. That's how I feel about it. Straight up and down. Whiteside defense is trash, and he shot like God from three. He had a huge outlier game. I was 100% locked too. But if you told me he'd get 40, I wouldn't have believed you. Well, yeah, man. That's a fact. I couldn't believe it. Also had who's this? Do you guys? Oh look, I'm getting surprised today. Um, Also had him only for 24 minutes. So yeah, I agree with you. Not a lot of good play. Yeah, not for the chase. Marvin Williams. I don't think Marvin Williams is a bad consideration at all. What's good, Hustle? What up, man? Congrats to my man Hustle. My son Hustle up 500,000 DFS right now. Easy. You know what I mean? Easy. Respect, Hustle Gang, man. Check out the Hustle Gang, y'all. He got his own little thing going on. Very knowledgeable guy. Got a little chat going on. Check him out, man. This guy been successful. Successful guy. You know what I'm saying? Humble guy, too. I like that guy. What I missed? Not a lot. I'm on my second game. Hit the likes for sure thing. Thumbs up. Savage at 5,600. I'm not a big Savage guy, but I see an opportunity for him. Yes, 29 watching. Need some thumbs up for my dude. Eat the Bledsoe chalk and keep it pushing. And Middleton as well. That's what I said, boy. I had some interest in Lopez, but not a lot. Not a lot. Bledsoe, Middleton, and just surround that with some fire. Your best lineup on the slate. Just put those two and surround it with some fire. My comments above, yeah. I know you was talking about Baines. Yeah, me either. That's what I was saying. I've been winning with Baines all year. Baines, when Aiton was suspended, was feeding us, but I didn't see a 60 bomb like that. That was crazy. He just went off for like a career game almost. That shit was nuts. But anyway, Houston versus Orlando. Houston coming off of a back-to-back loss. Um, Orlando been kind of generous too to fantasy folks, giving up a lot of points. I would say it's hard when I say stay away from people because then, based on my style of playing, okay, I'm not paying 11K for this guy coming off of a back to back. You know, dude on Twitter said the other day that his first step got significantly slower this year. He's not beating people off that first dribble no more. Where he could, Harden has sustained a lot of success off of that first dribble. If he beat you, he's going to the basket and try to get a foul. If you catch up and you bite too hard on that first step, he's hitting you with a pullback, side step, wide open three. That's one of his signatures. But when dude wrote that comment on my Twitter, I'm like, yo, he's right. That first step not as powerful as it was, and people and the shit suspect now. And without that, his advantage kind of skewed. So they better help him win because these guys start getting old. You start realizing they're not gonna be able to do what they're doing. I would say take Westbrook on the if you're into the big spend ups, take Westbrook for that discount. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 60% of the time, you won't regret it. You take Westbrook for that discount. A lot of like just the other day when I made almost 400 points. Um, when I made almost 400 points, I had I saw Harden was mega chalk. Nobody had Westbrook. Westbrook had a decent game. Harden struggled. I'm like, wow, like I don't know what people are listening to. Again, I don't go to their sites. I don't go to any of these sites no more. I don't even look at their blogs. But whatever y'all listening to, be careful, man, because it's take the cheaper Westbrook. Look, there's not even a big separation in points. That's just my advice. I'm not picking either one of those guys. They're too expensive for what I be trying to do. All right. And then the rest of the team are just minions. If you get the right one on the right night, you're happy. Austin Rivers, will get you 16 points. You're not going to be happy there. My favorite Rocket play tonight, and I do have him in the lineup, so don't let me lie to you. It's not House, but I could look at some House. You'll get 18 from him on an average for 4K. That's not 6 times value that I need. Gordon, he's outside of the game, so he might play. He'll get you 13 fantasy points. Good luck. Damari Carroll sucks. Um, Jeff Green for 3,100. Now that's worth something. If you got you build a lineup that's decent, you got 3,100 to spend. Consider some Jeff Green. What the heck? You might get 20 to 30 minutes from him. Um 23 to 40 points, 24. I mean, it's a punt. It's a punt. You're either going to get 40 on his best game of the season or you're going to get like 7. I don't like taking those kind of risks. I'm just saying, if you're the type of person that with the stars and scrub data I see about to happen tonight, um, go for it, man. Check out some Jeff Green. Try to get that going on for yourself. But my favorite is Rocco. In the last 10 games, 5 games, he's averaging 37 he's averaging 37 fantasy point. 3 out of the last 4, he's over 40. Okay. Um, his floor seems to be about 5 times. It's the type of guy I look for. The only thing he's on the back to back. He hasn't really played Houston, but Houston is not. I don't know. Charlotte kind of routed them, man. I don't know what was going on. They back at home on a back to back though, so I would say be careful. I might get him out my lineup because I don't really feel like I need him. I think he was like the last guy in. I'm looking at 6K for some forward, and I said, all right, I could tolerate this guy, and I'll throw him in there. But after breaking on the slate, I might find other little gems that I like, and I might get off Covington. But that's probably the only Rockets that I would consider. Everything else looks suspect to me, man. When you look at your two players, 11, 10, and 6K, and everybody else is just incidentals, you just gotta be like, yo, this is not the type of situation for me. And then I don't like to even pick players against the Rockets because they either getting blown out or that. It's just I just hate their games, man. I hate their games. They're just very unpredictable. It's just not traditional. I don't have a good read on it. But 9K, Vucevic is always decent. We need about 53 to be 6 times value, and then we want some upside on top of that. And I don't know if Vucevic is the type of player that I want to bet against a small ball Rockets team. But the thing with Vucevic, he can keep up with that type of style. He can hit the three. Okay, we look at his 3 point percentage. They've been up. He can come outside, hit you with some 3 pointers. Yeah, he shoots the threes. I know he got it in his arsenal. He's been kind of struggling. Look, he go 4 for 6 here if he has to. So he has it in his arsenal. His home and away split says that he's better at home, much better at home. So in a big what do they call it? In a big sample size, you really see the difference home and away. So you want to look at things like that. So I wouldn't really say spend 9, not on a slate like this. Just get the money for Porzingis if you feel like you're gonna pay that type of money. Aaron Gordon has won us some decent money, but he seems to be back to earth. His assist numbers are down a little bit, so I'm not too crazy excited for that anymore. What I do get a little bit with Fournier being out, I do like T. Ross for 5,800. For 5,800, T. Ross has been pretty consistent. Um, Showed some 50-point upsides. Was living in the 30s, mid 30s is what we want from him. Against this Rocket team, they're gonna need his shooting, and whenever he comes out shooting 18 shots, you're gonna get. I like T. Ross today. I think they're gonna need his output, his style of play to just come out and start gunning. But more importantly, his defense. He's a very good defender,
and they're gonna need that today. So I think they might throw him down on a Harden or something, and he'll be on the ball a lot, getting some steals. He plays good defense. Markel Fultz just had a decent game. I wouldn't really chase that. He shot 11 for 14. It's not like him. It's an outlier. Don't get too don't get too dependent on that. T. Ross, my favorite play from this game right here. Okay, um, and then that's it really. MCW and DJ Augustine are definitely in play. If I had to pick one, I would go DJ, only because DJ probably got more of the trust of the coach here, and he'll give you more solid minutes. Man, he's just a better player. Period. He's cheaper. Again, that's a chase against Minnesota. If you see against Portland, 23 minutes, he went 1 for 7, but he doesn't go 1 for 7 a lot. For 3,600, DJ is a good play. If he's gonna get minutes in the 20s, anywhere in the 20s at all, you got to play DJ. And with no Fournier, I think he'll get back in the 20s. Especially against a Rockets team. Look, 26 minutes, he went 1 for 5. He only got 15. I like DJ today. DJ and T. Ross. I feel like they got that firepower that's needed to go up against this Rockets team that's coming off of a back-to-back. So my two players that I like from this game is DJ and T. Ross. Don't hesitate with that. All right, that's 3 games down. Let's see what y'all talking about. Keep it pushing. My comments. Okay, Westbrook too cheap. MCW. Go for it, man. If you think Westbrook 10K is too cheap, go for it. Why not? And he's coming off some rest, so some fresh legs, running up and down the court, making a mop. Go for it. All right? Washington. Um, I'm off the Shabazz train, man. I've been watching this guy. I played him a couple times, got disappointed, then I started watching him and see if he give me like a Tyus Jones special where he just go off. But he's not doing anything, and I'm not interested. And the matchup is not great. All right, so um, I would a 10K Bradley Bill. I would say no, but what can we say? He's averaging 56, just about 10K in the last 10 games. He doesn't really go. He went over 60 how many times? Maybe three, one, two, three, 4 times. He got some 70-point upside. So it's the type of guy I like to promote, right? Go for it. I mean, I don't pay 10K for Bill on a slate like this, but I don't see why not. I think it's a good, solid consideration. That's 100%. Um, my favorite player on Washington, if I must pick one, is this Troy Brown Jr. I've always come on the air and say how I like his style of play, I like his skill set, and now he's getting more opportunity. His shot numbers are going up 4, 6, 8, 10. Right? If this is a stock, we're looking for arrows. We're looking for that. That's what we're looking for 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, shots are going up. Assist numbers 2, 2, 4, 5 going up. So everything's going up for this guy right here. They might be trusting him more. These are close games. These are not even blowout. It's a close game. He's playing 28 minutes, coming out with 30 fantasy points. He's only 3.8. So don't wait for these guys to get to like T. Ross price before you start jumping on them. And these are guys that I'm watching. I'm keeping an eye on. And then someone was mentioning this guy to me in my inbox, like, yo, keep an eye on him. And I'm sleeping. I'm like, I don't want this guy. Who is he? And they hit them with a 35 bomb, but now he's questionable. So especially if Jerome Robinson doesn't play, I feel like if he does play, his ownership would be higher, and then people like Troy Brown is gonna troll it out and show you guys, nah, it's me that you wanted. And then just look at the season average. I just like this Brown Jr. guy, man. That's my favorite Washington play for today. I'll probably go there, especially if this guy rules out. Then I'm definitely going there. If not, I'll probably go there. Um, and then the Schofield, only Schofield I like is Prison Break. Michael Schofield, one of the greatest characters in TV series history. Makes no mistake. If you haven't seen Prison Break, get into it. One of my favorite shows ever. Ever. Never. Yo, they can't walk in my shoes and they can't fit in my sweater. Never. Oh yeah. I got me hyped up now. I'm richer than ever. Let's keep it going though. Bertans 5K. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Same thing could be said for Hachimura. Hit or miss. Feel like today is day night. You know, they can get there one out of every 4 games and shit. If you get the one game, you happy. Go for it. Wagner. 3,500. He's been getting a lot of opportunities and he's making a good thing out of it. But he played 18 minutes, 6 fouls. Okay, if you like that, keep playing him. Min price. You can't be mad. He's feeding folks. And then they're just getting healthy. They're getting all their guys back. They seem to be thin in the backcourt more than the front court. So I start looking at the backcourt players. This wing guy right here really got my attention. 3,800. It's my favorite player on their team. Let's keep it going. Miami. Mr. Dragic, I call him Mr. 30. He lands around 30 almost every time. In 2 games, he's averaging 30 against these guys. When we look at his last game, New Orleans, he went 5 for 15. He's a better shooter than that. And even here, he went 5 for 15 against Milwaukee and still got to almost 30. It's just here his assist numbers weren't really there. But the reason I like Dragic today, and I probably lock him in the lit 6, is because the pace of this game is going to be real. I don't know what happened. He went 0 for 5 from downtown. I don't see that happen. The pace of this game is going to be really up pace. I just don't like that he comes off the bench behind Nunn. So Nunn might be who I think Dragic will be, but in 3 games he's only averaging 22 against them. And look at his minutes. Even in this close game, 17 minutes. So Nunn is taking a back seat. Maybe they're starting to realize, like, as we get closer to the playoff, we need to start riding on some our veterans and Dragic. So definitely consider some Dragic against Washington. Let's put up another number. NBA teams by pace. Top pace teams. We gotta look at last 6 games. I always look at just the last 6 games. Top pace: Wolves, New Orleans, Bucks, Lakers, Hawks, Wizards. So these are high pace games that Miami's gonna be going into tonight. And I kind of like it. Duncan, Mr. Only shoot threes. When he makes it again, you'll want him. Look at this shit. 14 shots. All of Yo, if I've ever seen a 3 and D guy in my life, this is like look at this. Look at these numbers, yo. 12, 9 for 12. All of them threes. But it's 3 point. I mean, Andre Iguodala said it's the best shooter he's ever played with. And Andre Iguodala played with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. But he went and said Duncan Robinson is the best shooter I ever played with. So it might be worth it, man. It might be worth in 3 games, 29, putting up 18 fantasy points. I'm not betting on a guy that I just got to rely on 30, 27, and 24 real life points from 3-pointers. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting my money on a guy like that, period. All right, and then Jimmy Butler for 8K might be something you need. I'm just coming off of a 53 bomb against New Orleans. They took the L in 3 games against Washington. He's averaging 52 in 3 games. So I'm not going to play him today because I just don't like what I've been seeing from him as of late. But if I'm going to sit here and tell you I'm analyzing numbers, I mean, what else do you want to see? Okay, he's going to get 14 to 17 shots. This 9 shots here is fake. All right, we know he could pull down some rebounds. We know he could get assists. We know he could fill up defense. We know he could score. He get to the line 14 times this time. And that's what probably helped his numbers there. All them times he got to the line. What does he do against this team that he's so well? He's putting up 26 shots, what he can do on any given night. 26 points is not hard for him. 8 assists is not hard for him, and 8 rebounds. So that's all he got to do is 26, 8, and 8. I'll say go Jimmy. Go Jimmy. I don't see why Jimmy can't do that again tonight. He's been doing it. If the proof is, if the sample size 3 games is there to average 50, why not? The pace will be there. Maybe the style of play feeding to his style of play. Maybe there's something that he got against his team. Jimmy is screaming at me right now a little bit. D. Jones Jr. Has been getting a lot of minutes, and he hasn't really been doing much. For that min price, 17, 18, I guess is sufficient. But nowadays, you want your 3 guy with some 30-point upside. And in the last 10 games, he showed it once. When we look at this team, 3 games playing 28 minutes. He's got to 18, which is 6 times value, but come on. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Nah, not really, right? So, just be careful. Be careful. So outside of Dragic, I really like Bam here. I don't see why Bam can't have a good game. For 8K flat, Bam is a guy who got 50 and 60 upside. He fills up the stat sheet. His assist numbers, though, has dropped significantly, and that concerns me. Whenever you see Bam making values, because he's flirting with triple double numbers. But just to show you his upside, 70, 64. And then he got 48 3 times. 40 seems to be about his floor for most nights. In 3 games against this team, 36. So, and he's on the road. Let's look at the splits. He seems to do a little better on the road. So Maybe the team looks for him more on the road. Bam, Jimmy, and Dragic. I'll take the cheapest of the three. Keep it balanced. Look for that 6-time value. Hope Dragic come through for me. But that's how I feel about that game right there. All right. Before I come, let me go to YouTube real quick and see what y'all talking about. Play Bam and don't think twice. Who gonna stop him on the Wiz? That's how I'm feeling too. I got a good, I have him in one of my two lineups sitting right now, to be honest. But I don't know, man. I got to break down the slate and then make my lineups. I got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But he'll probably get squeezed in there somewhere. He'll probably get squeezed in there. Hey, bro, can you do an early slate lineup? Nah, I got a commitment at 1 o'clock that I got to keep, so I don't know about that. 5K for Duncan? Yeah, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying 5K for Duncan. Hope and pray that he hits a 3-pointer. No, I'm all set. Dallas versus Indy. On the Dallas side, it looks like Brunson is out. Delon Wright I like here, man. 4,500 is not much not to like. In 25 minutes, he's averaging just about 5 times value. In the last couple games, he's been in the last 3 out of 4, 25, 28, 35. Okay. Indiana is a little tougher of a matchup for him, and I get it. But in 24 minutes, he already put up 21. So if you're telling me now that he's getting 29 minutes, 27, he's not a lock per se. But it's a decent consideration. I did consider him when I was kind of just looking at, and what makes me even like him more now. Look, Timmy, is he probable, questionable? He's questionable. Okay, so this team is banged up right now. No Seth Curry, who just was hot. No Brunson, possibly no Timmy. So no DFS maybe. So who are they gonna play? Who's gonna be the one? You gotta look at some Delon Wright if all those guys miss it. So the news can come out and point us in the direction that we might want to be in. Just got to get the right one. All right. But the person I'm locking in right now is White KD. If ever I'd say anything about White Kevin Durant, I'm talking about Kristaps. What I'm seeing from Kristaps right now is unbelievable. In the last 5 games, averaging 60. All right. He should be a 10K guy right now. We still got him just coming out of the 8K in the low 9s. He's putting up 7 times value. He's averaging 7 times value in the last 5. That's his average. Not one game. That's his average, guys. Like, what are we doing? We're gonna fade this guy. Look, out of the last 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times out of 10, he's getting you there. He's flashed 75 a couple times. Come on, I'm not gonna sit here and try to persuade you to play the guy. I'm just gonna show you that he's the one that you want. Okay. Period. And his team is banged up. They're gonna call on him more and more. And Turner don't have a body to put on him. This guy's is a unicorn. Just play him, please. That's it. Just play him. All right. Indiana. I don't really like to challenge Dallas, but it might be the time to challenge Dallas because a lot of their team is out, so we don't know what type of defensive sets we're gonna see come out tonight. It seems like a lot of their backups play more defense than anything else. We know Delon Wright is a decent defender. So maybe not. Maybe you still want to stay away. I don't trust none of these Holiday guy and none of these guys. TJ McConnell was mega chalk the other day when we won all that money. Um, um, I like TJ, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that was a bad play, but I don't know how he got to be mega chalk. Whatever. I don't know what people look at sometimes, but Oladipo, what's up? You playing or you not? He's questionable with a knee, which kept him out, so I don't know. TJ Warren, look at this shit. This shit ugly today. Questionable. So if all these guys miss, then people are gonna run here for value while Kristaps and them just run them off the court. So yeah, if this is where you want to come for your chalk, for your stars and scrubs lineup, I would say just be careful because the scrubs here don't really got that much talent to really put up heavy numbers. They might go 6, 7 times. If they 4K, they go 7 times, they 28. Then you pay up in James Harden goes for 45. Now you pissed off. Because between the two of them, you got 60 points and you just paid like 15K. You understand what I'm saying? So just be careful when y'all making y'all lineups, how y'all go crazy. It's like I feel like people just throw in a bunch of punch that they think should make it. Or these 4K players, and then they say, I got 10K per player, and they start shopping. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, change your thought process when you're picking people. You'll be successful more times than not. Trust me, guys. Trust me. You know. If TJ Warren plays, he's definitely a good consideration. I don't like to challenge Dallas. I mean, when we start looking at our defense, in the last 6 games, they're top 10 defense. I don't really like to challenge them like that right now. So I'm not really looking at no Indiana player. If I was though, it'd be this guy just because he helped me with that lineup that went to like 40. He was in there. I loved him that game. I was banging him up all that day. I'm like, yeah, I like him today. I like him today. And he came out and went for like 7 times value. So I would say he's my favorite guy on that team. And I doubt that he makes any of my lineups tonight. Okay, I doubt it. So definitely, just be careful with that game. I'm not really too excited about it. New York versus Detroit. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh shit, wrong tab. I agree. Play Bam. KP for the win. Short thing. I hate playing dudes from the Pacers. Seems like they always underperform. Same, bro. Same. 100%. I'm the same way. I don't do it. And then they playing Dallas. I'm just not with it. But y'all feeling Bam? I put Bam in the lit 6 for y'all. Go ahead, look. And I still got 5K per. It's not a bad consideration. New York versus Detroit. Um, you know, I really think Alfred Payton should shine today, but he doesn't get upper 30s in minutes, man, and it bothers me. But he's coming on. Look, I had him in this 23-point game, and he comes with back-to-back 40-point games. It's another game where he's playing a team that just played yesterday. He's playing a team that coming off a back-to-back, short-handed, that doesn't play defense at his position. This should be a triple double game for him. Okay? This should be a triple double game for him, Alfred Payton. But for some reason, he just hasn't been getting there. I don't got it figured out. I wish I knew why, but I do like him today. I think that 6K is a little steep, but I like Alfred Payton today again. I think it's too cheap. I think you go for it, man. And he'll probably make one out of my three if I end up going for three. But Alfred Payton definitely for the win right there. That's what you want. RJ Barrett and these guys. Didn't RJ just have a big game? I thought I saw him on top of somebody's leaderboard the other day. Yeah, he had a 40-point game the other day against Houston. What's up with these guys? They probable or what? So he did practice. Oh, he's in a concussion. So he practiced, but he's concussed. And he's probable. So I'll probably just stay away from Elf. There's too much headaches there. Most times than not, it should pay off, but damn, I don't got time for that shit that they got going on in this tank world. We learned one thing: it's time of the season to be careful with tank teams. So you don't want to play maybe with these guys. I mean, Elf is in a good spot and he should kill, and I love him tonight if he gets minutes. If is he going to? That's the question. I don't know. Who knows? All right. Harkless has been up and down at 6 points though. I know Harkless fed me a couple days ago, but it's time to move on. Knox, even with the they were short-handed. I think Robinson missed the game or whatever, and he still couldn't get you there. But Robinson's the type of guy I like tonight. In 13 minutes, he already got to 16. Andre Drummond was probably the center at that time. This was a blowout, so he only played 22 minutes, but he's always good for a point per minute. If this game stays close and he's getting 24, 29, 30 minutes, you're going to get an upside game for him. Okay, you're going to get one of these 30, 40-point games from him if the game stays close. I guess he had a little hamstring issue, but he played Friday, played 22 minutes. OKC was just too much for them. I don't know if Detroit's going to blow out the Knicks. You know what I mean? He doesn't start. They always start like Taj Gibson or something weird. So that just discouraged me. And the fact that Portis now is starting to make an emergence. His minutes are starting to trend. The arrows going up 16, 18, 30, 27. And he's been paying off. I don't know if I want to chase that now that everybody's healthy and coming back. And again, it's the Knicks. I know we're looking to win fantasy games, but sometimes you got to ignore these kind of teams at this time of year, man. Say, listen, I want to play against. Let me tell y'all something, man. Advice that I'll give you is certain games, just lock them out. No matter what value is there, what you think, because you can have a 300 lineup with 4 or 5 games. Just focus on certain games that you like and lock out the other games, man, because these games can get awry, man. These games can get awry. All right. Check out Detroit. We got to look at some Seawood, 8K in killing. Yesterday, he got right back to mid-40s. His price is starting to concern me to the point where, yes, he made value last night, but what? There's no upside beyond it. He's not going to get you into the 50s and 60s on a consistent basis. And he's coming off of a back-to-back. Look at Whiteside last night, and it just makes you feel cautious with big men coming off of back-to-backs. On the road, traveling. These guys are tired, and they've been depending on Wood so much lately that It has me a little bit worried. Henson is probably a safer bet. But look, what 13 points? It's like these teams are not going anywhere. Why should you put your money on them? You know, Bruce Brown should have had a better game coming back yesterday. You know, for the 5K. And Knicks are playing decent defense. Where they stack at in this? Are they up here somewhere? Y'all at the bottom? Damn, Knicks. Knicks ain't playing no defense. But they getting Frank Nitty back and such. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Knicks. I don't really waste energy on Knicks players in this time of the year. But McCray, I think, is sneaky, to be honest. We know that he has the potential. He's on the Wizards, getting 20-something minutes, putting up nice numbers. So if he's going to be getting 20-something minutes here again, he's going to be trying to show that he needs a contract somewhere. And 29 minutes against the Knicks, he already got into the 30s for 4K. I think he comes out tonight trying to make a point. Savi, I will Savit him down. Definitely not feeling the Savi. Not feeling nothing here, to be honest, man. I just hope somebody rules out, like, say, Henson, and I might trust Don Maker for the min price, something like that. But other than that, this game is a wash, man. I got questions, I'll answer, but that shit is a wash, man. I don't want to exert too much energy on that shit, honestly. Now, how you feel about Vooch? His home and away split shows that you stay away from him on the road, and then the matchup with the up pace and him being a big, I don't know. I know he could keep up with it because he could shoot. He got a 3-ball in his arsenal, but I don't quite love Vooch today. I'm more into T. Ross, and who else in that game I said I'll mess with? I think just T. Ross. I like T. Ross today. I'm kind of scared of a blowout. I'd rather play Russian roulette than roster and Nick player. Good luck. So at least we be on the same page. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much going on. It's too much going on there. Them dudes suck, man. Let's keep it pushing though. 2 more games. Cleveland versus San Antonio. Now we talking. Now my antennas is up. This guy Sexton cannot underwhelm at all. In 6 games, averaging 40. 40 is what you need. He showed a couple 50-point upside. He'll play every back-to-back and come out and do well. Now, the second end of this back-to-back, he didn't do well. Look, 28-29. But it was Indiana who, I'll forgive him for that. Let me see the other one here. He went to Miami. He shot 5 for 15. So it seems like the second enter back-to-backs. But, yo, listen, make no mistakes. 35 minutes, averaging 30. The fact that the San Antonio right now is just getting washed up and down. They don't really got a big. 7K does seem kind of steep. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting here kind of like low-key scratching my head. Like, damn, 7K for real? Garland now is questionable. So he might come back, right? They probably just sat him on the first end. Sexton is in play, period. He's not going to, worst case, you get like his floor game, which seems to be in the mid-30s, which is not bad, but he does got some upside. And, he's at home, but it's a back-to-back. So definitely consider some of him. And then, now Porter is questionable. Oh, he's in a concussion protocol. Chetty Osman, I just never play him. Never. I don't like his game. I think you should stay away. But let's look at his numbers, right? Sometimes I just count a guy out. So he's shooting 12 to 14, which is decent for a 4K range player. He's not getting much rebounds, assists, some defense numbers here. He's very score independent. Just doesn't yell that massive upside that we look for to try to get to that 400 points, right? So I say be careful right there, man. Be careful right there. Kevin Love for 7,800. I am about 78% sure that he will sit today. It's a back-to-back. He hasn't played in a back-to-back. When, look, ever. Okay, 5th, then the 9th, the 21st. Look, he takes 3 days. Look. 26, 28. Oh, he did play the back-to-back right here. In fact, why? Why did he do that? He did play right here, back-to-back. That's interesting. Okay, 2, 4, 7. And he played 37 minutes. How many? Let me see this back-to-back here that we're talking about. He played 33, and he came out and he played 24, 7 minutes. Listen, I don't think he's going to play tonight. He played 37 minutes last night. I mean, they are at home, so it's an easier back-to-back. Was the other one at home as well? No, they went from Philly all the way down to... No, I'm bugging. They went from New Orleans to Indiana. Not a bad trip. I think he sits personally. I'm counting on him sitting today, and if he does, with this undersized San Antonio team, make no mistakes. Consider some Nats. Every time that Kevin Love or one of these bigs sit, Nats goes horse shits, and we're gonna get 40 to 50 points from him. Period. Against this team in 28 minutes, he only got 14. Um, it's just something to pay attention to. Okay, Drummond might come back. Tristan played. If Drummond comes back, do we play him here? This depends on who else is out, type shit. So this is a game that's worth waiting for news. News should start trickling in a couple hours. I won't lock anyone in yet, but there's a lot of gems there to look for. But just gotta get the right one. But more importantly, when we look at the San Antonio game, okay, Murray has been having his struggles, and he went 3 for 16 against Brooklyn. I don't think he's going to do that more than once. If we look at the 3 games before that, he's just around the 30 mark since LMA has been out. LMA is going to continue to be out. He's going to land you around the 30 mark, guys. Make no mistakes. Lock in DeJounte Murray. Is one of my favorite players on the slate. I don't know about this Bam play, yo. Why am I so hesitant on Bam today? I mean, for that smooth 40 with the upside, right? We know that you're not going to get his floor game here against the Washington Wizards. Um, Miami coming off of a loss. He's going to fill up the stats. Look, it took him. He kind of fouled out. Orlando. What happened? What happened during Orlando? Okay, Milwaukee, I can understand. Brooklyn, what happened? Why you didn't get there? But Brooklyn got some size down low, though. I'm just trying to see team against teams with size. Dallas got size. Minnesota don't. And you see he went off. Cleveland, I don't know who played that game, but that's when he showed. Look, you see what I'm saying? Look, they played 2 games and he could be Atlanta. No. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna take the no to Bam only because I like a lot of guards today. I take Dragic in this Washington game. I'd rather attack Washington at the guard spot. I throw some Murray in this lineup right here, which is that. That's the live 5. I throw some Murray. Cleveland plays no defense. I even like DeFrozen. I still like DeFrozen here. DeFrozen hasn't really been getting this. His floor is safe. His upside is massive too. I don't know what the hell is going on. I feel like this is the game where they say, "Listen, enough of the bullshit, man." They come out and he's 1 assist away from hitting what that'd have been another 3.5, so 47 for that price. What's his home and away split look like? It's just about even. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I like the Frozen today. I do. I like the Frozen today. I'll probably have a lineup look something like this. I like the Frozen today. I think the Frozen should be able to perform today. Perform pretty well. Um, and then the front court, I'll stay away from them. None of them has been doing much. Trey Lyles, again, it's pretty safe. In 5 minutes, he put up 5 against them. Woohoo. But outside of this game against Charlotte, where Charlotte's been playing these weird games, these guys have been showing some 30s and 40s upside. Cleveland is a team that play no defense. We look at the worst defense, and we look at the other end of the spectrum, and you probably see some Cleveland there. No, yeah, they're there. They're not as where I thought they would be, but they're there. So consider some Lyles, right? We got 51. Consider some Lyles. I would just attack Cleveland. Period. I don't have a problem with that today. Just straight attacking Cleveland. You know what I mean? Um, let's chill though. Let's chill because then they're gonna start saying that I'm proliferating shit. Which I don't give a fuck because I don't play on Draftkings anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But and still, I just don't. I just want to just chill. Just be. It's like the police. You know what I'm saying? Your license is good, and you ain't smoking weed, but you got a rolled up cigarette. But you see a cop and you want to look cool, so you're just smoking in his face, knowing that it's tobacco, but he might think it's weed. You don't want to get pulled over and fucked with, knowing that you're good anyway. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to chill. So that's how I feel. I'm gonna just chill off drafting so they can leave me the fuck alone. Um, I can't put more people in the lineup, but y'all see where I'm headed with it. Um, who else here I like? That's it. I like Lyles because it depends too. If they play Drummond, I like Lyles. If Kevin Love plays, I might not play Lyles. I don't know. I like Lyles. Period. I like because then Sexton is gonna be throwing up so much bricks. The rebounds are gonna be there for him. I see reason for them to succeed today. San Antonio. They've been having some tough matchups, right? If I'm not wrong. Let me see who they've been playing. Charlotte, Indiana. I call Brooklyn a tough matchup because that's my team. But whatever, Dallas. This is probably the easiest matchup they've had in a long time. So I forgive them. I think they could come out and do better. Um, I'll say load up on some San Antonio and Milwaukee. Milwaukee San Antonio stack tonight might stack some money for you. So I don't want to waste too much time there. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. I like it. They're giving Sexton the one at guard position with no Garland. Yeah. And no Porter. Yeah. I know. I like Sexton. He's just getting pricey on me. It's Tristan Drummond and we don't know. We don't know. Look at Bam against mobile centers. That could be a big variable too. Make more than one lineup today, man. Please play Bam. I got you, Hustle. Now I take advice from you any day. When I see you, got you. I got 3 lineups right now. I think Bam is in one, but I don't. There's not enough contests to play 3 lineups. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I got you though. I'm gonna throw Bam in one. I'll throw Bam in the lineup for sure, 100%. Let's get to this last game though. Sacramento with Sean Holmes was back. They gave him 19 minutes. He got to 21. But look, 5 personal fouls. That's been a thing of his whole career. Has been foul trouble. Whenever this guy get the minutes, though, man, he's a beast. Against Toronto, I'll probably say it depends, all right? Because Toronto's been giving it up to the bigs. Is he gonna play a back-to-back just coming off of an injury though? We don't know, right? Um, I don't challenge Toronto at the point guard position, so I'm not paying 77 for Fox. Period. Buddy Hill just got hot the other day, man. He's just hitting 3 after 3 last night. I'm like, damn, I'm home. I drive 3.5 hours home from work, so I'm there just looking at different game casts. I read the games, right? Like every play it comes up and I read it, and all I see is Buddy Hill 3 made, Buddy Hill 3 made, and Portland trying to come back. All I see is Buddy Hill 3 made. It was crazy. Um, 4 out of the last 4 games, he's gotten to that 30 that you want for 5,400 against Toronto. I don't see why not go back there. Has they play already? 31 minutes, he already got to 36. How many minutes he's averaging this stretch? Just 24 minutes. So maybe he needs the minutes against Toronto. Just be careful. Bogdanovich had a decent game yesterday. He dropped a 50 bomb on him. He filled up the stat sheet. Same story. He's actually getting the minutes. I love to see his shot that he's shooting 15 shots a game. Even when he only shot 8, 12, he's getting there. He's a guy that I always like to go to, man. At 31 minutes, he already got there against this team. Why not? He's in his own place. He's at home. Consider some Bogdanovich. I don't see why not. Healing Bogdanovich, and then that's it. Barnes, another guy that likes to live around 30, who already went up for 40 against this team 3 out of the last 4 games. So these guys are all making an equal contribution. One of them might go ape shit, while the others just stay regular. If you get the one that go ape shit, you happy. It's a lot of good plays there to consider. Bielitsa is a bum. My Bielitsa days are over. All right. And then we look at Toronto, just depends on who's playing, man. If Fred VanVleet is out, then I really like me some Kyle Lowry, but I wouldn't say he's a lock. I don't know. I feel like Fox or just Sacramento period have been matching up pretty good against point guards for some reason this year. I feel like point guards don't really go there and do that well that often. And 8,600 Lowry, I don't know. If Van Vliet sits, then you got to play Powell. He's going to get all the minutes that in the world. He's going to get 40 minutes. He's going to take a bunch of shots. His confidence is through the roof right now. He just dropped a 50 bomb. Look, he's dropping 20 something points per game. His floor is all right. Get you to 30. 18 minutes against them, just 12. Listen, I will go back. I will keep going Powell until Fred Van Vliet comes back. He has a chance to play, it says. So we got to see how morning shoot around goes, I guess. Whatever. For whatever it's worth, that's it. And then don't count out Anunoby. You know, he's also playing big minutes. It just depends. He also had his little 60-point games. So they're keeping the defense guessing. They're not going to keep going to the same strategy. So maybe Powell might not be who you want. You know what I mean? It might be a game where the stars take over again. You might want to look at some Pascal. 8,800 is kind of steep on a slate like today. So I don't know. And then Gasol is questionable now. What's going on here? He has a chance to play? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, yeah, and it's a late game. Yeah. I know that's a fade for me. I'm going to fade that one there, man. I'm going to fade that one there. Sexton price too high for any upside. I won't say that because Sexton done hit y'all with a couple 50 bombs already. So don't say that. Thanks for the early Sunday breakdown, fam. Let's get to the chicken. Good luck, everyone. Same to you, Hustle. Let's get that money, man. Let's get that money, man. You know these people, they can't walk in my shoes and they can't fit in the sweater. Never. I'm with you to never. Yo, Sack been tough. Yeah, Sack have been tough against the point guard. But let me get out of here. Peace, everybody. Hit me up on Twitter. We can chop it up some more. Closer to lock. I'll give you guys some tidbits on your lineups, what you want, what you don't want. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And that's it. I'm out of here. Peace.